Hello. Oh, how are you? I've got something more fun today for you than useful. I was watching Zedaph's recent season 8 episode of Hermitcraft, and he's doing like a science lab theme this season. And for that, he kind of invented a sand timer or like an hourglass. It's not really an hourglass because it doesn't measure an hour, so sand timer is the generic name. So that's what we're going to do here. Let me show you. Um, so the basic idea is you put sand in the top chest, like this. Okay, and you unpower the hopper, and the sand slowly filters down, and you can tell how much time has passed based on how much sand has moved through. One of the nice things about the Bedrock edition that made me want to try to do this design was this. I mean, we can move hoppers, which is something they can't do in Java. So it made me think we could come up with a design that was compact and elegant and resettable. So this is what I came up with. Here is what it would look like encased in your base. This floor and everything. So it's the same idea. We've got two minecart chests that we use, and that's because they're mobile. We've got our hopper here. Oh, and a moment on setting the time. So a hopper will move 2.5 items per second. So you can set your timer to do different amounts of time based on how many items you put in. So for 1 minute, 2 stacks and 22 items, 10 minutes, 23 stacks and 28. And for a completely full minecart chest, it's going to do about 11.5 minutes. It's like ever so slightly longer for a full 27 stacks. Yeah, let me just grab some of this and we can see how it goes. Like here. Okay, so it's off by default. When you flick this lever, it'll turn on the redstone lamp. Now you know that it's actually draining, and you can see the items are going to drain into here, like that. And now we want to flip over our hourglass and reset it. You just hit this button. And I just love that mechanic. That's so cool. And then as long as the lever's on, it'll just keep doing it like that. You hit the button, and it'll just reset. Okay, so this is what it would look like sort of encased in your wall of your base. But let me show you the actual mechanics here of what's happening. Sorry, some of this stuff's sort of in the way, but this is what it looks like in action. Chest moves over, gets bounced up, the hopper gets pulled back. It allows this minecart to drop in place. And then the new minecart kind of just zips over. And that's because the slime is going to bounce the minecart, right? And then we're using some scaffolding here. The nice thing about scaffolding is it basically has no hitbox on the bottom or the sides. It only has a top hitbox. So basically the minecart can bounce right up through the bottom of the scaffolding and launch onto this rail, this powered rail, that then sends it off and into place. And the rest is just sort of timing issues. And I just really, really love the visual of that mechanic. Like, I could sit here and just do this over and over again. I have sat here and just done this over and over again. Anyway, let me just give you a quick picture of this thing for those of you who are comfortable with Redstone so that you can build this without having to watch the block-by-block tutorial. Obviously, this is a sticky piston. This is a sticky piston. Some of the timing here, we've got 2 repeaters, 1 on 4 ticks of delay. Okay, so this is from the front, powered rail. And then here on the back, okay, you can see what we've got. Torches, all this stuff. And then this is one of the simpler Bedrock monostable circuits. We've just got an item in the dropper. When this gets powered, it's going to send it over to the hopper and then immediately back again. And we've got just a comparator watching to see when that item leaves. And I stuck a composter on top of the hopper. On Java, they always say that this reduces lag. I don't know if that's true in Bedrock. It probably is. I don't know. Whatever. Do it or don't. It's one hopper. I don't think it makes a huge difference. Oh, let's see. One other thing. In this version that I've got, obviously this is manually controlled with this lever. If you wanted to have it set up so that it was automatic, what you'd need to do is just power this block here. which is sitting right on the back of this hopper. So if you wanted to be able to turn this on and off automatically, let's say you were trying to use your sand timer to time a race or something like that, or you would just have to put a block here and hook that up to power based on whatever you want to turn the system on and off to let you track the time. Okay, all right, awesome. This contraption takes a 5x4x7 area, which I think for what it does is pretty cool. This is what you will need to make it. You do need a couple unusual materials. Slime, you do need 2 pieces of scaffolding, and you need some glazed terracotta of any kind. You don't have to use black. I just like the way that the black one looks. Actually, you could use... basically, what you need here is a block that slime doesn't stick to. So glazed terracotta, you could actually use melons, I think, and that would do the same job. And these blocks here, these don't need to be glazed terracotta. I'm just doing it that way because, at least this block that you would put right in front of the slime, any block that's going to touch the slime block needs to be glazed terracotta or a melon block, something it won't stick to. So I'm just doing these here because this is like the stripped down version of this, right? So I've got everything kind of gridded in the glazed terracotta. All right, let's take a second and do the block by block. Pause there for a second so that you can see the materials list. And then I'm gonna grab everything. Okay? Cool. And as usual, you don't need to use cobblestone to make things. Any solid block would do. If you've got a ton of iron blocks laying around, use an iron block. I'm not gonna tell you can't. Okay. This is a interesting design in that you only use 1 dot of redstone dust. Okay. Alright, so let's get started here. So we're going to kind of do this in the layers. Okay, block, and then I am going to be checking my work. Okay, put a temporary block here. Piston. Oh, no. Come on, piston. Work with me. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, you know what? My piston count is off. Is that right? Yeah, I am so sorry. You actually need 3 sticky pistons, not 2. 3. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're going to set up some of our timing circuits here. One of these repeaters needs to be set on a full 4 ticks of delay. Okay. Torch here. Here. Okay, and then we've got another sticky piston. Wait, am I screwing this up? No, I'm not. Oh, gosh. Jeez Louise. Okay. There. Okay. Slime box. Okay. Right. So again, any block that's going to touch the slime in either location needs to be either glazed terracotta or, I guess a melon block if that's your jam. Okay, powered rail. Boom, boom. You need 2 pieces of scaffolding because we've got one that's sort of suspended out in the air, and they won't do that on their own. Like, see, it falls. So you've got to stick it to another scaffolding. Okay. And then we're going to drop a lever on the back of that to keep it powered. Okay. Powered rail. Okay. And then we want to have this set up so that it's not going to go flying. So we're kind of creating a little drop shaft for it to operate inside of. That. Let me see. What's the best way to do this? Probably. It's always fun trying to mess with piston spacing. Okay. Our other sticky piston goes here. And then Hopper goes on top of it on the side. Actually, hold on. Obviously, one of the things with hoppers is you've got to be pointing at the right block. Obviously, we want the nozzle to go down this time. We'll knock that block out. Let's see, what am I forgetting? Yeah, believe it or not, we're almost done. Yep, okay. So now we need to set up some of the timer stuff that goes on the back. Oh, hold on. Just get a few other things in place while we're working on this. Okay. Boom, boom. Okay, and the redstone lamp, I mean, whatever. If you don't like redstone lamps, this is optional. It's just to show you when the thing is powered and when it's not. We're going to pop a torch on the back of that. This is going to keep our hopper off. The torch doesn't have a hitbox either, so the minecart will go right through it like it's not even there. Okay? Alright. Check what's happening here. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to place a dropper. Make sure it's a dropper, not a dispenser, on the back of that torch like that. I'm going to crouch place a hopper so that the hopper's pointed in there. We'll drop one item in. Doesn't really matter what. And then we'll take our comparator, point it out of that like this. Okay, so it's reading that there's an item inside of the dropper. Okay, and then just need to create a torch tower. Okay, boom, boom, like this. Okay, so when the block is powered, the torch is going to turn off, and that's just going to alternate the signal. And then we put another torch here, and that's going to power this piston on to move the hopper into place. Is everything there? Am I missing anything? No, I don't think so. Okay, I'm using a stone button. I did test it. It works with any of the buttons. You can use a wooden button. It's not a problem. Okay. What did I forget? Oh! Remember that one dot of redstone that I talked about? Yeah. You do need that. Okay. Just give it a quick double check. Okay, cool. And then to load it, my suggestion is you put the first hopper minecart down, turn it on, and then you put the second one in. And that is it. You're good to go. Yeah, so... Oh, fine, I'll put the composter on the thing. There. Okay, lag fixed. Yeah, so quick build, compact, very silly, but you know, kind of cool, kind of neat. And adjustable and all that good stuff. And that is it. Get the composter out of my hand. So anyway, that is the Zedaph Sand Timer in Bedrock Edition. And I don't know. If you build it, let me know, because this is definitely an odd one. And I hope you enjoy it. And thanks so much. Oh, I'll link to Zedaph's video in the description. Okay, so thanks so much. Have a good one. Bye.